Hi, I'm Heath Hoffpower, Vice President Hanko Boats, and today I'm out here doing a test run and walkthrough on our 4144 CVB. That's the model code of this boat. So I'm going to kind of keep it brief, take you from the front to back. Starting on the bow, where I'm standing here, you can see this boat has our two heavy-duty push knees and the front bow rubber, which is laminated rubber, which is strips of rubber which are bolted together. Strips of heavy-duty tires. That's an option we offer on our heavy-duty boats. You can see we have rope guides, a front mooring bit for handling. The deck, everything I'm standing on here is 1/4 inch tread plate, diamond plate. Very heavy-duty boat. Our V-barge has a V-frame structure. So unlike a flat barge, which is completely flat, it has a V-bottom, which makes it perform really well, makes it turn, and it gives it an incredible amount of strength compared to a flat bottom boat. With the V-frame structure, we have a heavy-duty keel down the center, a vertical upright, so you can put weight gear on it, and it holds up really well. So just walking through, it is a barge, so it has compartments. If you want to get around this side here, Colin, let's kind of face the back. Okay. We have multiple bits and cleats around this boat. It is a training boat. So starting off, we have our collision bulkhead. It has 4 sections. So you have the bow with a collision bulkhead. This would be one section. Coming back, we have the second section, the third, and then the aft section. What you're looking at here, this is seating, because there's going to be students on the boat. So we have a wide 6-foot removable bench. This is on sockets. This can be pulled up, taken out the boat. So it's a multi-dimensional boat. So we have 3 rows of seating. Very comfortable. One size fits all. You got all your points of contact, 2 feet in your butt here. Handrails on the side, forward of the cabin. These are removable. They come out the sockets as well. You can pull them out, take them out the way. Lifting eye. I would say lifting cleats, lifting bits, mooring bits. So this pipe goes down to the hull. It is strapped. You can actually lift the boat by it. It's strapped all the way down to the side, connecting to the structure. So these seats will come out if they need to use it for something else. And we have spots for davit sockets. So there's a removable davit that will go on this base and this base. So if they're lifting up buoys and doing different stuff, it's an accessory that adds to the boat. From the front all the way to the cabin, you have a lot of room on these V-barges. We have 22 feet 6 inches from where the cabin starts to the bow of the boat. Across the top is 12 foot. So you have a lot of surface area for whatever configuration you want to do. Very popular boat. We pioneered these boats in the early 90s and they really caught on, and the rest is history. We've been building them from there in various sizes. So moving back, if you want to kind of walk with me, come towards the back. We have storage in the hull. Now currently this seat is on top of the storage hatch right here, but it comes up. So there's a hatch and there's a hatch. Okay, this section you can see we have our oversized hatches, which gives you access for storage inside the boat. We have 2. We have the bench on top of this one. So this would open up. And we have our slam latch. You can see we have steps where you can step down. Plenty of space to the depth of the barge. In these tracks, they drain overboard so you don't have water oozing in. So we do oversized drains on it. And you can see it's a real safe setup. You can't have it pop you in the head. Okay, facing the cabin. The cabin is a pilot house design, which has the kickout windows, what we call it. So the window will fold out, you get good airflow through it. Really nice when you ride, you get a good breeze in the cabin. You don't have to always run the air conditioner. This particular setup on this boat, this is 7'6" wide, which gives you a nice 22 inches to walk around the boat. Makes it real comfortable. 11'6" long. We have our standard head clearance of 6'4" internally. And if you kind of pan out, You can see on the top we have our Garmin set up. So it has radar, floodlight, searchlight, horn, pretty much all the features on the boat. Kind of walking around, you'll see our oversized heavy-duty cleats. This is for tying up 1.5-inch rope as a training boat, like I said. All the handrails forward of the cabin are removable. From the cabin back, these stay fixed for safety. So you can take this out when you're doing different exercises of the boat. So just follow me around. You can see 22 inches of space, makes it really comfortable to walk on the side of the boat. We do also offer where we put the cabin all the way to the side. My personal preference is to have this walkway. It makes it safe and you can get around the boat easily. Coming here, this is where the fuel fill is located. So it has two 80-gallon tanks built into the hull. So you'd fill the starboard tank on this side, port tank on the other side. This is the ventilation for the inside the cabin fuel tank compartment. So that is a box that's welded in and it has the fire screen, everything set up in compliance. Walking to the back, you can see we have our safety chains. Safety chains, our rear mooring bit / lifting bit. You can lift for this one. We have 4 sockets on the boat for the davit, 2 in the back, 2 in the front. It also has our fantail, like you've seen in previous videos. The fantail comes off the hull, back to the end of the motors, and it has the removable motor guard pipe. If you want to kind of show that setup, that's really nice because you can actually back up to a dock and not worrying about hitting your motors. It extends the boat, but it's not included in the hull length. Looking down at the motors here, you can see we still have our handrails. We have the Honda EU3000 electric start generator, which is going to run the AC and a breaker box in there in case you want to put computers and electronics. You can run both. It's powered by twin 250 Suzuki outboards. You can see our large splash well set up. Our fuel is on the outside of the hull, fuel filters with the shutoff valves. Plenty of room walking around. The generator will actually open up to be able to put fuel in it, crank it up, and it's lockable too. All of our generator covers are lockable. Large hatch to the back. In the last section of the boat, behind the last bulkhead, in here we have flooring. So there is a double bottom floor that goes all the way up to the bulkhead. And this is sealed and pressure tested. It's flat storage. You have very easy access. This is where the fuel tanks are located. And you have room for storage, and it's well ventilated for the fuel tank section. So to close all these latches, this is what makes it safe. You lift it with your foot, fold it down, has a gasket, drains out. From here, we're going to go inside the cabin. If I missed any accessories, just look at the end of the video, and I'm going to have a complete listing from everything from like rear floodlights, front floodlights, all the little details that I normally forget. Opening up the door in the back, you have a way to pin it open. You'll pin it open, you'll dog it closed, and you'll pin it in the inside. So coming to the inside the cabin. Cabin's really nice. You have plenty of space, 11'6". The capacity of this boat is 16 persons or 13,000 pounds. These boats hold a lot of weight and there's plenty of real estate to work with. So like I said, the fold out window, just showing you, it has a handle. You'll pull the pin and we'll open it up just like that. Breeze is coming through, really nice setup. Location for your locking pin. We have our sliding windows, our fixed glass. Moving to the console, real nice setup. We have our 12-inch all-in-one Garmin unit, which is GPS, sonar, radar, external antenna, and it has the Garmin hooked to the AIS unit. This is a special VHF that gives your positioning. On the console, you can see the Suzuki riggings. This is the analog gauge setup. This is the dual binnacle. It is a cable motor, key switch, dual hydraulic steering. So we have 2 cylinders. And we have a really neat electrical setup where we have 2 8-gang panels. with all the accessories as far as navigational lights. This is a training boat, so it has bigger lights than what the boat is required by length. So you can see we have multiple switches for the navigation lights so they can train them on the yellow, white, green, and red. Cabin lights on the inside. Spreader lights. We have 2 lights on the outside right here, floodlights, which are going to illuminate the deck. So that would be the forward deck. We have 2 on the back, illuminate the back deck. GPS and VHF are on its own switch. Everything has the reset breakers in here. We have fans in the cabin just to move some air on the DC power side of it. Wiper, I should say. Spare, we gave room to expand if more accessories need to be added. Now we have 3 bilge pumps in the hull. Even though we have the collision bulkheads and sealed sections, we have automatic bilge pumps which are hooked to a steady power on auto, and this is the manual override on it. So in case you see a pump pumping and you see you have water in it, in the event that happens, and you can also check it to make sure, you know, when you do any standard maintenance. Large captain seat, comfortable setup. You got really good visibility, good control. We like to get the spacing where you can stand up or sit down. One size fits all. Handrail is a very important boat when you walk around. You know, 3 points of contact is always the rule. We don't get hurt, so when you travel on the boat, you can hold handrails. We have large bench seats with the backrest on each side. So there's storage in here. We have some of our test run stuff. Storage, storage, storage. What a nice backrest. Come around to the front and face the rear. On the back, we have this partition right here, and it's going to have a porta potty in it. So it has a curtain which you can close, snap together, close the windows. They're going to be students, so in case they do have to use the restroom, they can have some privacy. It's an option, you know, last resort. Walking to the back of the boat, you can see the fold down windows. This is what we call the half drops, and they have the screens in it. So if you want to leave the boat open, you can by dropping the window. It has these clips on them, and it has the screen so you can, you know, let the boat air out and not have a bunch of bugs in it. This is South Louisiana. Fire extinguisher, safety equipment. We have the life ring on the back, and that's a pretty quick walkthrough. From here, we're going to go take a test run. I'll show you how it performs, and at the end of the video, like I said, I'm going to show draft, speed, all the performance specs. I already know from when I ran here and pre-test ran the boat, it is a 41-mile-an-hour boat with the twin 250 Suzukis. This hull right here is rated up to twin 350 outboards, which would be 700 horsepower max. We do rate them for more, but it just depends on the weight you have in the boat and how the formula works out. But anyway, well, thanks for watching, and from here we're going to do the fun part. I'm going to get Colin, my video guy right here, right-hand man. He's going to run it, and I'm going to video him, and hopefully like everything. If you have any questions, always shoot us a comment or even an email. Emails work great. I don't always follow the comments, and we'll try to respond to you. And we do offer several configurations. We design these boats as a purpose. So we start off with our shell, and some of them will have really small pilot houses, just like a 6-man setup. This is a lot larger to accommodate 16 people, safety gear and everything in it. And I mean, we also do just totally open boats with just a console, with just a crane and stuff on the front. But subscribe to our page. We'll keep trying to do more videos as we get time, and hopefully you like it. Thank you.